Iya. Ini udah recording, udah ada itunya kan? Udah kan?
Ya, di situ kelihatannya udah record belum?
Udah. Udah bisa
Mau
kok.
presentasi nggak?
Ya. Siapa duluan nih?
Nah,
Siapa yang presentasi duluan? Apa mau aku dulu? Nggak apa-apa, boleh.
share screen coba, Ci.
Tunggu. Share screen ya, tunggu. Oh. Jadi host dulu dong.
Harus jadi host ya?
Iya, nggak bisa.
Bentar.
Oke.
Udah.
Oke, tunggu. Nah, ini ya. Ini bukan? Oh iya. Udah kelihatan belum? Hah? Nggak ngerti, bingung.
Cuma tak.
Ya, slow sih.
Wow, it's so cute.
Oke.
Bagus banget. Coba Disney. Gelap banget. Gelap banget.
Apa sih yang gelap? Udah bisa langsung mulai nih? Bisa dengar suaraku nggak?
Bisa kok, Ci.
Oke. Mulai ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay. I'm Cici Krisnawan. I will review a Walt Disney animated film entitled Tinkerbell and Secret of the Wings. Okay. Actually, there were several titles before Tinkerbell and the Secret of the Wings, but for me, this is a more interesting story. Of course, in this animated film, Tinkerbell is the main character. Her nickname is Ting. Ting is a tiny fairy destined to have natural talent. The fairy with natural talent in question is fairy who can help pollinate flowers, help animals and insects learn to start life, make rainbows, play a role in changing season. Most importantly, fairies have an important role in the balance of the ecosystem, or this is told in Tinkerbell and Lost Treasure. When Ting underwent a selection of fairy talents, it turned out that he was declared not a fairy with natural talent. Ting has enjoyed her days as creative fairy who always produce innovative items to make the work of natural talent fairies easier. Okay, this is all the Tinker fairies were busy preparing croquet baskets made of leaves. The finished basket is then hoisted by a machine for the owl to transport. Taken to a land of winter which is also inhabited by fairies.
Sorry Ci, itu temennya di ACC Ci.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Aduh, tunggu. Ini kan. Iya. Oke, wait. Masih ada lagi nggak?
Kok aku nggak bisa ini kamera ya, Woy?
Kenapa kameranya? Oke. Lanjut ya.
Si Leni udah belum sih?
Udah aku
Ada
selesai
nggak?
kok. Udah.
Lanjutin, Ci, presentasinya, Ci.
Oke.
Maaf ya, ganggu.
Ya, Papa. The owls were assigned to take order to be brought to their country. Hearing the story from the Fairy Mary, Ting became curious. What is winter country like? When Fawn and his friend, who has a talent for helping animals grow up, is despaired for the rabbits and some squirrels that will migrate to winter woods. A bright idea comes up. With one book fishing wood, Ting volunteered to help Fawn take care of the most unruly rabbits in order to see what the land of winter woods look like. Ting struggles to control this cute, hyperactive rabbit. And Ting found a herd of animals on the border between his country, Pixie Hollow, and Winterwoods. The line between Pixie Hollow and Winterwood is clear. Winterwood is characterized by falling snowflakes and plains covered in heavy snow. Rabbit and squirrel fur change color when crossing border. Ting was interested in trying. Anxiously, he stuck his finger out into the snow, and nothing happened. It looked like Winterwoods will be destination for Tinkerbell's next adventure. A strange event happened to Ting. The wings are glowing, sparkling, in the midst of Ting's amazement. Ting, you can cross the border, sighed Fawn. Every fairy in Pixie Hollow knows this, but not Ting. Not understanding, but not wanting to know. As usual, he broke the rules. He had prepared all the armor, and the most important thing was warm clothes to protect his wings, not forgetting Ting's style boots and multi-purpose bag for valuable. Bobble and Clanky, fellow Tinker Fairies, initially did not know about Tinker Bell's intention. He didn't even tell his friend, the Natural Talent Fairies. If only they had known, Ting would have been scolded all over. Therefore, he chose to keep his secret tightly. Because his wings are hiding along with him, he cannot fly. Couldn't help but go to the best of the baskets. His intention was that Ting wanted to hunt owls. It's quite risk because there are Bobble, Clunky, and Very Merry, who is busy preparing for the departure of the baskets ordered by the country of Winterwoods. In fact, Ting was already hiding, but Clanky and Bubble caught sight of him as he crept toward the left basket. Seeing Ting's unusual outfit, they were a little suspicious. After they found out Ting's real goal, they got nervous. However, they still helped Ting hide from the very supervisor. Yes, and in the end, Tinker Bell made it safely into the basket until the owl carried the basket without knowing what was in it, and took the basket high up to the land of winter, the winter woods. Well, even if Ting didn't make a good landing, and the owl carrying her was still amateurish. Ting has a great opportunity to meet the author of the book Wingology. As it turned out, the baskets were used to store snow crystals. The amateur owl's messes with the work of a winter fairy who is collecting snow crystals. This time Ting to be extra careful because if caught by a non-winter fairy roaming there, she would be sent back to her natural habitat. Lost his golden opportunity to meet the keeper. So, if you already have an obsession, you can do anything like this thing. In fact, even defying death, Thing's imperfect landing made Lord Mallory, the leader of the Winterwoods country, suspect that there were foreigners in his country. And this is Lord Mallory, who um, wait. Okay, this is Lord Mallory, who have books. This was because the book Wingology bounced off the basket and dragged it against his leg. Mallory knows the book is not from her work. She calls warm side. Mallory then ordered his men to return the book to the keeper. This is the keeper from Winterwood. For the umpteenth time, Ting got the green light. This way Ting won't have to bother figuring out where the keeper lives. Luck is also determined by luck. Ting arrived at a tall, wild building whose doors and floors were made of ice. Its name is also Winterland. Ting was even more amazed after entering the house. Inside is full of books. A few moments later, a fairy voice spoke to the keeper. Ting wasn't the only visitor to the place. He heard a conversation that was familiar to him. He felt once again. His wings were glowing. The fairy will knows who it is hide that his wings glow when he is at the border. It's no coincidence that Ting felt the same way. Ting dared to see who it was. The very wings also glowed. Uniquely, their faces are identical, like twins, to the point that Ting was speechless in amazement. The fairy started the conversation. Your wings sparkling, and Ting replied, like yours. They are stunned to each other. Actually, what happened to them? the keeper whose real name is Dewey, leads to them to a hexagon snow crystal floor that will help them find answers. The crystal floor rose slowly. Dewey ordered that they touch their wings together to the light of the rainbow above them, and magic, a portal opened above them. It was if they were in a time tunnel. Then the lights began to tell their origins. At a first flower bud that flow in different directions, one in Winterwoods, another fell on Pixie Hollow. The buds turned into a Veery who is identical to each other. So the two of them, Tinker Bell and Fairywinkle, are twins. Dewey sighed. They were born from the same laughter, therefore their wings are identical and function as radar. If they get close to each other, their wings glow. If their wings comes into contact with each other, amazing thing will happen. Lord Milor's sudden presence made Dewey, Tinker Bell, and Fairywinkle restless. Lord Millory insists that no fairies from the warm side are allowed in Winterwoods, and this is the keeper's job to keep this from happening. Crossing the border is forbidden. Winterwood is very cold, and Pixie Hollow will make a cold fairy toast overheating. Of course, Dewi could not hear to separate the two brothers who had just met, so he ignored Mallory's orders, on the condition that Tinker Bell should not stay long in Winterwoods. The adventure of these new siblings begins. Fairywinkle introduces herself as the freezing fairy. Of course, his job is to freeze everything. In fact, he lives in winter. Is freezing still important? The answer is very important because first, Fairywinkle is one of the natural talent fairies in the land of Winterwoods, with the title Freezing Fairy. There are also fairies whose job is to carve snowflakes into beautiful snow crystals. Then there are others whose job is to cover trees with snow sheets. Getting to know the world of Fairywinkle is really fun. Skiing in the snow, watching the fairies work, and getting more complete with the company of new friends in the middle of a strange atmosphere, and finally getting to know Fairywinkle more closely in her ice residence. Fairywinkle making a mini fireplace in the middle of the room. The, they dive deeper into each other. Ting and Winkle are identical in everything, from the face, the way they walk, their favorite food and drink. They love many of the same things. Winkle expressed that he really wanted to see the world of Ting. Okay, wait. They imagine the beauty of the world without snow, which of course will be decorated with butterflies without them knowing. The fireplace melts the ice floor of Winkle's house. Some of Winkle's house collapsed. Unfortunately, they stepped on the melt part. The flightless thing plummeted to the ground far below. Fairywinkle has a hard time attracting things because the weight is too heavy. Dewi and her cat, Fiona, came at the right time. Accompanied by three Winterwood critters, Dewey, Fairywinkle, and Ting, arrives at the border of two lands. Fairywinkle hugs Ting, hoping that this meeting will not to be the last time. Ting hopes so secretly. Her brain deep in thought. Fresh ideas emerged again. Ting whispered his big plan to Winkle. Of course, Dewey didn't hear it. Ting and Fairywinkle promise to meet again at the border the next day. Ting intends to take Winkle to hang out on the warm side, noting if she didn't break the rules. The challenge is how to keep Fairywinkle cool even on the warm side. This is what the Fairy Tinker is used for, which is to produce innovative items. Well, even though this time is missed, Tinkerbell enlists the help of Bubble and Clang to make a device like an ice ring, which the way it works is to turn blocks of ice into iceless, so that Winkle feels like home. The ice crusher is ready to be tested. The next day, as agreed, Ting and Fairywinkle meet at a border. They believe no one is watching them, except for close friends of Scar's, like Fawn, Rue, Silvermist, Dash, and Vidya. The Fairywinkle pack arrives with a huge block of ice. Bubble and Clang are ready with the Fairy Tinker ice ring. Stepping on the border of the warm side, Fairywinkle doesn't have to worry anymore about unwanted things because the Fairy Tinker tool immediately works accurately, arguably, and reliable. The Greater turns the block of ice into iceless and doses Winkle like real snow. Soon, Fairywinkle's dream will see hundreds of butterflies come true. Ting and Friend have prepared a surprise for their new friend. Their journey starts from Autumn Forest, Springfield, and lastly Pixie Dust Tree. Thanks to the help of Ting's five friends, the natural talent fairies, Fairywinkle can see the flowers blooming, the fishes swim happily in the lake, and hundreds of butterflies fly around it. Winkle's happiness was even more complete after receiving a gift from Ting's friend in the form of a flower. That means Fairywinkle is well received by them. Winkle immortalized the gift by freezing it. Without being felt, the block of ice was getting eroded almost completely. In fact, they have not had the chance to visit the Pixie Dust Tree, but doesn't matter anymore because Fairywinkle's wings can't flap anymore. In this part, Ting informed that the Periwinkle is her sister. And then next. The artificial snowflakes are no longer in abundance, so Winkle overhead. They decide to take Winkle to the border for her safety. On the cold side, Lord Nilori was waiting. Queen Clarion also suddenly appeared from behind them. Mission fails. This scare was exposed. The agreement is getting stricter. The fairies may not cross the border. Lord Millery and Queen Clarion will tighten the guard. Winkle and Ting admit that they are sisters, but their statements do not change the decision of each country's leader. If they were siblings, shouldn't they be taking care of each other, not putting each other's life at risk? So sighed the queen. Queen Clarion and Lord Millery also looked sad. Lord Millery threw the seer into the river and the device was swept away and hit the carcass, resulting in the crushed block of ice that passed through the river were shaken. The strong current is getting faster and produces superabundant snowflakes. Ice grains rose in great number like a blizzard. Meanwhile, two separate brothers questioned the two leaders of their country this injustice. They answered sadly through a story from the past. Once upon a time, two fairies from two different seasons, cold and warm, fell in love with each other. The power of their love make them cross borders so they can meet often. However, the body of one of them was not as strong as their love. No one of the fairies had a broken wing. There is no cure for it. Unexpectedly, the ice loss caused by trapping of the ice drawer in the river changed the climate in the land of warm season to become unstable. Slowly, the cold ice froze the warm side of the land. Part of the warm side is covered with snow starting from the closest part of the border. This is a bad sign. Ting and friends did manage to get rid of the toll. However, the climate has already changed. Queen Clarion is worried about the pixie dust tree just off the border. If this tree freezes, there is no more pixie dust. There will be no more fairies who can fly. The cold continues to spread across the warm side of the land, threatening the life of the pixie dust tree. The temperature keeps dropping. Nature talent fairies are busy helping insect and animals take shelter from bad weather. Some fairies cover the pixie dust tree with leaves. Ting dares to visit winterwards. See Fairy Winkle. There are important things that they should know. More precisely asking for help. Ting flew over the border. This time no one was allowed to protest. Ting wanted Fraser fairies to know they could help save the dust fixie tree. Periwinkle and Dewey feel that there is something wrong with the air around them. Ting was seen flying from a distance. Ting suddenly lost her balance and fell right in front of them. Winkle hurriedly patched on Ting's sweater. Ting talked about the situation and the warm side, then showed a flower gift to Winkle, who is still alive after being frozen the other day. The snow crystals wrapped around the flower can keep surrounding temperature warm, not make it freeze. Hurry, Fairywinkle and her three friends fly to the warm side that is gradually freezing the weather for an important mission. The freezing fairies work together to wrap the dust fixie tree with their frozen powers, but on the way they give up. The fixie dust tree is too big. It takes a long time for all parts to be covered with snow crystal. In fact, they don't have much time left. Unless the number is increased, Queen Clarion is getting pessimistic. From a distance, an army of owls look towards the warm side. Lord Millery is coming with the winter fairies. Finally, reinforcements arrive. This was the first time that the winter and worm fairies had collaborated so openly. The dust fixture tree had been completely enveloped in snow crystal. Instantly, the freezing reached the dust fixture tree. There are still worries. When will the winter on this warm sun end? Lord Milorry embraced Queen